It's approximately, let's see here, 10:55 in the evening. There was some controversy on the Buddhism Hotline. And now, again, I'm going to get to this point real quick. YouTube has this community guideline, that you don't want to violate or whatnot, because you will be hit with a community guideline strike, or age restriction, And last night's broadcast was kind of funny, and now the truth is the Buddhism Hotline is satire, and tonight he said off the record it's strictly satire, because of YouTube would completely remove the video over the hate stuff, all that bullshit. But I did a video about we need funny back on YouTube. We need funny back on YouTube. And because the controversy of tonight's broadcast is that Hitler wasn't a bad guy. And it's supposed to really kind of push that envelope, and it's not a bad thing to push the envelope to a certain degree, but he was breaking character the whole time. I call it 3 times, and stuff. So now the thing is, you gotta think, okay, well, it's why is he doing this? Again, it's satire. It's like Saturday Night Live in the 70s that really pushed the envelope. You see Chevy Chase and late Richard Pryor, doing a skit, and it's satire, supposed to be funny, supposed to be able to really push the boundaries, And I tip my hat off to the guy, Jonathan Hills, for doing that, It's again, if this was on live TV, it would get canceled in a heartbeat, Now, I mean, do I defend the guy? Yeah, I do. Because here, you would think, okay, why did he mention Hitler like that? Again, it's satire. Okay, to me, the content that Jonathan Hills is creating, to me, it's like pretty much giving the middle finger to the woke culture and cancel culture, that kind of thing, And if you're offended by it, then you're offended, Steve Hughes says, like, if you're offended, nothing happens. Nothing happens to you. If you're offended, you're offended, Nothing happens, And so the controversy was, I mean, there were a few things on there, but again, it's supposed to be satire, and am I angry over it? No, because you go and look at Owner's Pranks. Owner's Pranks is a guy that is a comedian and voice actor. He'll do animated phone pranks. It's funny. That's satire. You look at the Return of Policeman. That's satire. No, that show was lasting until 2012. Okay, it was pushing a boundary, but it was also giving the middle finger to the critics. Oh, how can you do this to a guy with Downs? He enjoyed it. The guy was funny. The guy is a funny guy. He didn't give a rat's ass what you thought of his show or thought of him. Hey. And look at Enter the Dojo. Funny satire, that is what the Buddhism. That is what the Buddhism Hotline is. It is satire. It is funny. Okay, Jonathan Hills is good at his craft. He is good at what he does, and I will defend him. I will defend him on that. I'll drop these nuts online, live, and his reaction is what is funny. His reaction is part of the satire. Is he mad? No, he ain't mad because he ain't mad because Jonathan Hills ain't mad at me for dropping these nuts on this program because it is satire. Cox News was satire. Cox News was a parody of mainstream media, parody of the news. He is good at what he does. I give him credit for what credit's due. He's good at what he does, And the thing is, if you don't think he's good, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. Okay? This is kind of stuff that networks will remove immediately, But again, it is satire. It's supposed to be funny, okay? Jonathan Hills wants to teach about Buddha, but go watch the very first broadcast, 2015 till now, straight through. It is satire. Okay, it is satire. It's supposed to be funny, and it is funny. Okay, even though things change. Okay, even though things change over time, co-host, studios, it's still funny. It is still funny, and the co-hosts are just as funny, okay? And they are good at what they do, okay? They're talented people, like Owner's Pranks, and Enter the Dojo, the Retarded Policeman, Your Mama, okay? That's an animated version of Your Mama jokes, that shit. And it is funny. It is satire. To me, these channels are pushing the boundary of giving the biggest middle finger to the woke and cancel culture. Okay, that's my opinion. I love it. Okay, I will always watch these shows because these people are very talented, man, and they are good at their craft. Jonathan Hills is funny. He breaks character tonight. And just like Just like last night, he broke character, and like even the female co-host last night's broadcast was like she broke character, and it's natural that if you break character, that's natural because you're trying to stick to a script. Then all of a sudden, something happens where you break character and laugh, and I think was tonight's broadcast controversial? Yes and no. Yes and no. The reason for no is it's satire. It is completely satire. And as viewers, it's like we are along with this ride. And the ride is called humor. Okay? It's humor. Laughter. Satire, Sometimes you see on SNL people break character and just bust up laughing, The old Carol Burnett show. Most of them did break character most of the time. And the audience laughed along with that, And I would follow along with that, I would laugh myself. And it's like they break character. I'm laughing, dude, because I will defend Jonathan Hills. Okay, I will, because again, the guy is good at his craft, and if he touches a nerve, then he's doing his job. Okay? Then he's doing his job. And YouTube for a while was shadow banning him. And like the people at YouTube don't understand humor at all. I understand that they're trying to make money. So are the YouTubers. So are the content creators, And look, there will be controversy on some videos from some channels, I had some controversy on my channel. On my two old channels I had. The woke and cancel culture are slowly fading away. Very slowly. And Jonathan Hills is going to push that boundary to give the biggest middle finger to the woke and cancel culture. Okay? I will defend this guy. Okay? I will defend this guy because there's nothing wrong pushing the envelope. There's nothing wrong pushing the boundary line in humor, But YouTube will probably age restrict some of his videos, of his broadcast. Because of the hey, get over here, get over here, you little shit. But I've had some videos that were age restricted. Did it bother me? Yeah, a little bit, but you gotta move on. So, in a point, the Buddhism Hotline is for adults, not kids, for adults. And that's why the hotline, the Buddhism Hotline, is doing good as it's doing now. Okay? I've mentioned the Hinduism Hotline. and also the Jesus Hotline. Those channels did not do any good. They're okay, but they did not do well. Okay, yeah, they got trolled and prank called, but they're trying to compete with the Buddhism Hotline. I'm sorry. It didn't last for you. Most of the viewers of the Jesus Hotline have floated to the Buddhism Hotline. Why? Because of Jonathan Hills. The guy's funny. Guy's hilarious. Cox News is funny too. The guy is good at his craft. I'm going to keep saying this. He is good at his craft. Okay? Big time. Will there be controversy? Yes. Will it cause him to be removed? No. Because you can always change your content. Always. You can edit, you can redo, and whatnot. It's satire. It's supposed to be funny. It's supposed to get you. It's supposed to get you here and here, but here it's like it's funny. It's funny, And the hotline again, the Buddhism Hotline is the channel we need. We need funny. We need humor. Okay. And I will defend Jonathan Hills because he is good at his craft. And if some of you are offended by him because of his content, it's about using common sense, as in it's satire. He said it to you guys. It's only satire. It's supposed to be comedy. It's comedy. It's satire. It's supposed to be funny. Okay? And if some of you didn't listen, go fuck yourself. I did. Strictly satire, comedy. That's what it is. Entertainment. Okay? Entertainment. That's what it is. And I started to like the guy as his talent. I mean, the guy knows what he's doing. And he's a cool dude. Do I have anything against him? No. Why? Because he's a content creator. Okay? He's a YouTuber, right? I follow him on X and YouTube. I like the guy because he's talented, very funny, and good at his craft. Okay? I will say it again. Jonathan Hills is a funny guy, funny dude, and he is, I don't care if he does this for another 10 years. He is good at his craft. Go check out the Buddhism Hotline Volume 1 through 3. It is funny, okay? It is funny, and it's really funny to watch, man. And, look, sometimes you have to think, right? Think and understand. Yes, some of the stuff is a little bit controversial, but he ain't pushing it far enough to where YouTube might age restrict his videos, hit him with a strike, demonetize him, or what, He changed his tone because he got booted from Twitch, And for the first 4 years, he had people call and drop the N-word, the N-bomb. That needed to change. And he did. He evolved over the last 5.5 years, and not one N-word, not one racial thing. It was strictly comedy, strictly satire. You don't see any car saying N-bomb, N-bomb, N-bomb. No. It's straight up changed because certain policies were thrown in to YouTube. And because of that, he evolved, but yet Jonathan Hill still made it funny. He still made his hotline funny, And I believe he's doing a good job at what he does. Some of you may not like it. Most of us do because we like the guy. He's funny. Okay? He's funny. And I would say the Buddhism Hotline is one of my top 5 favorite channels on YouTube. Along with Orange Pranks, Enter the Dojo, Yo Mama, and The Retarded Policeman. Top 5. And I will watch this. And I will always watch the Buddhism Hotline. I will always watch the Buddhism Hotline because the talented people on that channel, very talented people, very respectful, talented. You gotta give them where their talent is. They're good at what they do. Jonathan Hills is good at what he does, because he loves what he does, On YouTube, content creators are good at what they do, whether it's true crime, sports, media, news, kind of thing like that, comedy, improv. They're good at their craft, and Jonathan Hills and the Jonathan Hills and the Buddhism Hotline look funny, hilarious, and his reactions, again, is like a punchline to the world's funniest joke. Okay, his reaction to a call or some kind of like Ice Spice, Whenever someone plays her songs or videos or on the background, he would get goofy, man. He would get goofy. Or if he sees cats or a furries, he'd be like, he would get fucking goofy. He would get fucking goofy, dude. Like, he has something there. And nobody can take it from him. Like last night's broadcast, he had a lesbian on his broadcast. She was co-host, and I would say that would be the funniest video right there ever. And I couldn't stop laughing, man. I'm like, 5 times he tried to sniff her, and she would smack him, man. I'm like, dude, she's gonna sock you in the balls, man. Like, chill out, But he made it funny. Before they ended, he called on hotline, and he goes, "I'm in the closet. I didn't come out of the closet." And I'm like, Oh man, he had to go there, and I fucking started laughing, dude. I'm like, man, I started fucking laughing, dude. I mean, I started fucking laughing, man, like fucking crazy, dude. And he goes like, you smell like mulberries or something like that. Something he said, and I about hit the floor laughing because it is funny. I mean, I'm like, dude. I'm like, oh man. Oh man. I'm like, dude, man. And I laugh because he made it funny. He made it funny, And I'm like, man. I'm like just. I could not stop laughing last night's broadcast, man, because it's like, I would say that broadcast was like, in my opinion, top 5 of his best, funniest videos on the channel. I'm like, dude, oh man, I'm like, dude, he completely on this one hit out of the ballpark. Second one, the broadcast was like, ban J6. And when I said, I'll talk about a game about Buddha, and he mentioned the a Buddhist simulation, and I said, what was Buddha's catchphrase? These nuts. And he about just got up and just humped the air, man. Like, oh man. And I'm like, right there, man. He just like that came the number 2 funniest video right there. And there are about three more that made me fucking laugh. That made me laugh. I'm like, dude, this is funny, man. This is funny. All right, guys. This is good old Reverend Ordo, and this has been the Anonymous Mando'Ade Network. Peace out. Godspeed.